so wonderful to be back here in this most beautiful theater in the entire world. Que comience el viaje. I'm so happy to be in the Palau De La Musica. And tonight is a very special night, and I think it's perfect to present the Pablo Neruda poems here in the Palau De La Musica, because the room has so much poetry and so much beauty and aesthetics. It is built, you know, more than 100 years ago, and it has like the history of the last century and the history of the century of Pablo Neruda. Pablo Neruda, it's a very intuitive decision for me at this stage in my life to dedicate it to this great poet of politics, this diplomat, the poet who has an integrity of an artist that was able to make a difference with his writings. And that is a very rare thing. I mean, you can barely ever tell you an example of somebody, an artist, a writer, a literate, a poet who was able to make a difference in the world with his poetry, a political difference, a struggle for freedom against dictatorship, against fascism, a struggle for humanity.
I want to lower the entire stage volume 1 or 2 dBs because you guys are way too loud. It's like it sounds so amplified in a room that carries the acoustic well. Except mine, all of them 2 dBs down.
Now, beside the political legacy, I still decided to take the universal love poems, because I think the love poems are something, in their way the Neruda wrote them, they're dialectic, they're full of pain, full of rage, full of explosions and implosions, and yet they carry this restless heart he had and his exile mentality that he carried with him. And I can connect it to a lot of people that I've interpreted so far. I can connect it to Kurt Weill, to Brecht, to Hollander, to all those exile composers and writers. I can connect it even to Astor Piazzolla, who lived everywhere and nowhere, who carries like the soul of the world in his music and in his artistry, yet who has dedicated his legacy and his mission to one country. I can also carry it a little bit to my own story, as I am a German. My mission was always to speak about the German history, to open the dialogue about the German past, the very complicated and painful past. And yet at the same time, I'm a world citizen. I carry the soul of the world. I live in New York for so many years, and I'm touring through Europe, through Asia, through Australia, through everywhere. So I can see there is like family somehow in the room. The love poems I put into music, I chose them, I put them into music, I've felt the melodies, I felt the sentences, the phrasing, because his syntax is very open, not very dictated. It leaves me room for the music to live and to give even on top of it a new musicality. I have 6 wonderful musicians from everywhere in the world with me, from Buenos Aires, from Paris, from Germany, from New York. And we bring this music to life. We recorded the CD and we will present it here tonight at the Palau De La Musica.
Yeah, I think we recorded the CD and we've been rehearsing it and playing it in different places, and so I think we're finally at a point where, we're really tuned into what Ute is looking for and following her, and still there's some time to add our own thing that changes a little bit every day. So it's kind of a new concert every day, and so it features different people at different times, and so it stays very fresh, but it's always following the direction that she's looking for.
Es la primera vez que toco en el Palau de la Música y por ser una primera vez hacerlo tocando la música de Ute Lemper con los poemas de Neruda es casi un sueño.
Everything was great today. I mean, we've played this theater before, Palau De La Musica, and there's always an incredible feeling in this hall, in this theater, both from the atmosphere, from the incredible art that is inside on the stage and on the ceilings, and we're always a little bit in awe coming to play here. So everybody's like inspired.
Encuentro que Ute es una artista completa y estoy muy feliz de acompañarla.
And the thing is, it's always very different because we're following Ute around. It's very it's always very different with the songs, the tempo, the timing of everything. And tonight was really a fantastic show because Ute really seemed very expressive to me.
And these are the last lines I will write.
Pour moi, c'est toujours un plaisir d'être sur scène avec mes amis, mes collègues, parce que c'est un moment qu'on partage déjà sur scène, on a beaucoup de plaisir à être ensemble, et je pense que ce plaisir arrive dans la salle. Je l'ai senti ce soir, le public était fantastique.
Muchas gracias, Pablo Neruda. Muchas gracias, Barcelona.
C'était évidemment un grand plaisir d'être là.
Tu parles de moi, mon amour.
Oui, c'est ça. Voilà. C'était un grand plaisir de partager la scène avec Ute, comme d'habitude. Que ce soit à Barcelone ou tu vas voir. À Barcelone ou à Athènes.
Mais il est le plus formidable violoniste du monde. Non, mais alors toi, ton son est délicat, formidable. J'adore ça. Ça s'écoute, il y a des différents violonistes et toi, tu es un très merveilleux violoniste. Au revoir.
Ça y est, c'est trop tard, c'est enregistré.
Non, mais quitte pas.
Je crois que tout est dit.